Zoom when they snapped like this. Yeah, now there's no more trail of sterile bodies behind me. This is something that I never ever in my wildest dreams predicted could ever happen.
Seemingly out of the blue, 45-year-old George Brinkman went on a killing spree, methodically murdering people close to him. On Saturday, June 10th, 2017, Suzanne Taylor and her daughters were held captive inside their Ohio home. The attacker had known the women since elementary school and had been a family friend for many years. Suzanne's daughters saw George as a second father. She had let him do various jobs around her house, as well as allowed him to stay there when he was homeless. Suzanne's family believes he wanted to be more than friends with her. George brutally murdered Suzanne, a lifelong friend, in front of her daughters, 21-year-old Taylor and 18-year-old Kylie Pfeiffer, before killing them as well. Suzanne's ex-boyfriend, Scott, went to the house the next day, but left when he saw George's car parked outside. She had said she wasn't feeling well, so he left a bouquet of flowers on the doorstep. 2 days later, 21-year-old Taylor's boyfriend, Dale, discovered the bodies. He was on the phone with Scott at the time, who then called 911.
It's Medina County with a 911 transfer. I have a male on the line advising there is someone in that house who advised they could count the bodies.
Okay. Did you go inside the house, sir?
Her boyfriend. I'm sorry. My girlfriend's daughter's boyfriend is in the house.
Your girlfriend's daughter's boyfriend?
Daughter's boyfriend, yes. Taylor's boyfriend, Dale. They didn't answer the door, and I'm sorry.
Okay.
Picked the lock and went in, and he said the bedroom door is closed, and he opened the bedroom door, and he says, "There's a body in here." And I said, "I'm calling 911."
So the boyfriend called and said he went into the bedroom?
He called me earlier and said, "Hey, something's wrong because all the cars are here and the door's locked and I don't hear the dog and that stuff." And yesterday I was there and I dropped off flowers, and it was kind of the same thing where I didn't hear the dog bark, and all the cars were there, and there was her friend George's car was there, and I left flowers, and the flowers were inside his bed.
Is he still there?
Yes.
Okay, so is he? Do you know if he's waiting outside at the residence, or is he still in the house?
I don't know. He just said there's a body, and I said, "Oh my God, I'm calling the cops."
Okay, did he say like who it was, or
no,
if they were breathing?
No, I don't know. I just said there's a body. But Taylor, Kylie, and Phoebe are all. We hadn't heard from any of them. I tried their phones, and they all went straight to voicemail, and all their cars are there.
Okay, and is it just he said that to you when you disconnected right away?
He said there's a body.
So I'm
calling 911. He says, "Okay, you're calling 911," and I hung up and I called.
Okay, we're sending police and fire out to the scene. If you happen to hear anything back, just call us back and let us know.
When they arrived, the police found 3 women face down in bed, covered with blankets. Dale was also taken into questioning where, after showing investigators calls and texts, he brought up George and how he responded when Dale told him the news.
He couldn't breathe, couldn't talk. He kept going, no, 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 and he had to pull off the side of the road to finish talking with me. And it was a true, genuine state of shock, in my opinion.
Since his van was there that day, it seemed odd that George hadn't done anything to check on the women. So Dale offered to call him with the phone on loudspeaker.
Hey, George.
Hey.
How you hanging in there, man?
I can't, dude. You're the only one who's in there for me, like I'm doing, dude.
Dale asked George if anyone had been at the house when he was there that Saturday.
No, he knocked on the door.
At like 4:30?
Me? 4:30.
Scott said he rolled up about 4:30, and he said your van was there, but you weren't in the van.
What the hell was that? Was that you?
That's my phone going off. People are texting me with condolences. I'm just trying to get a timeline mentally for myself.
I'm at the top of the list because I don't know if I was the last one to see them. What if I would have stayed in business a little longer, but things have changed?
They cleared Dale as a possible suspect, but the FBI asked if Scott or George may have done this. Scott was then questioned as well. His alibi added up, but the realization that he may have been at the house at the time of the murder was devastating. He, too, brought up red flags about George, saying that the man often went to extremes. The young woman's hair was found around the house, suggesting the killer cut it before her murder. This was a strange fact, but hinted that the murders may have been emotional. That meant someone close to the victims was responsible. Later that evening, 40 miles away, Gene and Roberta, John's son, went to check on his parents after his father didn't show up for work. He also found the couple covered with blankets.
I just stopped by my dad's house to check on him, and I think he and his wife might be.
George Brinkman had known the Johns for over 10 years. He had once dated and lived with Gene's daughter, and the attacker had previously worked as a phone book delivery person for the Johns' business. Right before the murders, George was pet sitting for the couple, looking after their 17-year-old dog while they were on vacation. Soon, the 45-year-old barricaded himself inside the home of a woman he knew. He was dog sitting for the owner, Amy, who arrived at the house soon after the FBI. Investigators believe she was close to being his next victim. During the 9-hour standoff, the killer communicated with a TV reporter via Facebook about the murders. Eventually, once SWAT was involved, George was subdued and arrested. During the interview, Suzanne's friends' concerns that this was a crime of passion seemed to align. According to George, the woman had told him she was going on a date that night. Oddly, she had texted saying she wouldn't be dating anytime soon. Was he jealous?
She tells me about her and her boyfriend Scott broke up. I'm like, okay. And then she started telling me about some guy that she was gonna hook up for dinner, and at that point I just zoned out because here she just broke up with Scott. She's already talking about dinner with another guy. And it hadn't even been a week yet.
What's your relationship with her? Were you guys ever romantic, or are you just like
always been
close friends?
Always only been friends.
Okay.
And we knew even back in high school it would never work anything other than friends.
A polygraph test came back inconclusive, and George stopped talking and asked for a lawyer. 5 hours later, he gets his smoke break. Outside with him were FBI agents who were not allowed to speak to the suspect about the case, but he brought up that they had the right guy. He then went back inside the station and confessed to the murders.
Things were going fine, we were talking, and then I don't know what set her off. She just started going, oh, that's crazy. And then we started screaming and yelling and arguing, and then she got up in my face and I snapped. And she just wouldn't shut up. Unfortunately, that's when the girls walked in. I tried to walk away, but Sue had said something that I attacked her in the bed, and then the girls got all, not scared, but it's like they went on the offensive. I mean, yeah, they hit me and it didn't hurt, but I just kept thinking, what the f***? I just got betrayed. You know, I didn't. She's the one that snapped on me. And I wasn't going to hurt them. I was just going to tie them up and just walk away. And I'm starting to panic. I'm like, oh crap. You know, now that they're tied up, once they get loose. And then I realized, oh, I really f***ed up. I had no intention of even touching them. None.
The flowers Scott had taken for Suzanne were on the dining table, and the money George claimed he had taken for her daughters was nowhere to be found. Investigators brought the suspect back in the next day.
He stopped at a Walmart at 7:11 a.m. on Saturday. He made like a couple of purchases, like a knife and a sharpener.
The knife I bought was too small. The knife in the kitchen, it had a long blade with an angle like this, and all I did is grab it just to shut her up and let her know I didn't want her yelling anymore.
Autopsy results showed both of Suzanne's daughters had fought back. Then there was the second brutal killing.
People want to know what happened to these guys.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely. You asked
What
me
does
anything you
Stark
want.
County got to do with that?
These guys have told you, and in essence, I believe, you're probably the last person that saw these three girls alive. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
The coincidence that comes into play with Stark County is you're probably the last person that saw Gene and Bobby alive.
What?
You love those people. You do. You love them. You don't react like that if you don't care about somebody.
I thought it would be accused of 3, now it's 5. And no.
George, what made you think you're being accused?
Like you said, the last person to see not 3 but 5 people alive. You don't just have questions and send SWAT to the door.
If the police came to my door, I wouldn't be in a situation where I would retrieve a firearm and then
I had
about,
it in the room with me when I saw them.
Listen,
I know.
Listen, look at me. I wouldn't go to a window and put it to my head. I'm not sitting here trying to dispute this, but listen, do you understand how kind of the
I
totality
see
of
how it
everything?
looks. I see how it looks.
Investigators then managed to get George to tell his version of what happened at the Johns' house.
Bobby started in on me. Jack, the dog, had fallen, and something had happened to his face. She had medicine that I was giving him at, once in the morning and once at night to help it heal. And she picked him up, and she said it looked worse, that I didn't do anything to take care of the dogs. And I made a mistake, and I lit a cigarette in the house. And he started going on this holier than thou attitude about smoking, because he's a reformed smoker. Just the stress from the day before.
The stress from the day before was referring to Suzanne, Taylor, and Kylie's murder.
I just couldn't take being yelled at no more. Bobby sat up and was screaming, and all I did is I just said, "Shut up!" And I didn't even know I pulled the trigger. I was just pointing at the guy like you would point your finger at somebody.
George stole $140 from the couple before fleeing the state. Surprisingly, after the 2-day killing spree, he was granted a $75 million bond. Prior to this, the killer had 3 minor brushes with the law: disorderly conduct in 1990, criminal mischief in 1991, and passing bad checks in 1998. The 45-year-old pleaded guilty to the murders and was sentenced to death in both cases. In July 2021, the Ohio Supreme Court vacated his convictions and death sentences for Suzanne and her daughter's murders due to concerns about his understanding of the rights he was waiving by pleading guilty. This does not affect his convictions and sentences in the Johns case. His execution is scheduled for September 23, 2026. Lamora Williams called 911, claiming that she had left her children with a cousin. When she got there, 2 of the boys were found dead, but her story didn't add up.
Atlanta 911, operator 7054. What's the address? Yes, ma'am. I have a question, and this is a serious matter. I just left my cousin in the house with my kids. She just left my kids in the house when I came back from work, and my kids, 2 of my kids are dead. What do I gotta do? She left them in the house by themselves.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Where are you now?
I'm in my house. She left my door open. My baby boy, my oldest baby boy, is the only one that's here, only one that's alive. She left them in the house by themselves. She left them in here, and they knocked the stove on. Can you listen? When I came in, the stove was laying on my youngest son's head, and my other son was laid out on the floor. I don't know what to do. I just came home to work from this, and she just left my baby.
Okay, ma'am. I'm gonna get EMS and I'm gonna get police and fire at the location. Can you tell me where you're located?
Ma'am, I can't even talk. This is so serious. I'm so scared. I don't want to get locked up because I was at work.
Okay, ma'am.
I
understand that you're scared. I completely understand, but I need to get some help out there to you now. Can you tell me where you're located?
I understand it, but can you please help me? Like, can you please tell me, like, I don't want to get locked up because this is not my fault. I had just came home from work. I just came home from work.
Yes, ma'am.
I just came home from work.
Okay. Ma'am, the first thing that I need to do is get some help out there to you. I understand that you're upset and you're scared.
Baby's in here dead. Like, it's no way in the fuck she left my baby.
Okay.
And I don't have no way to reach her.
If you're not sure, if you were at work, ma'am, listen to me. If you were at work while this happened, then the responsibility is going to fall on your sisters. That's who you left them with. Okay? Okay, hold on one moment, because I'm going to also get EMS on the line as well, okay?
Yes,
Hold on
please.
one moment. Yes, ma'am. Stay on the line with me, though. Hold on one moment for me.
Okay.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
When I just came home from work, my babies was in the stove, and I just came home from work. My cousin was babysitting my kids and left my kids in my house. Ain't no telling how long they've been in this house.
All right, wait. So is your son, is he breathing at all? Can you tell me?
He's both of my children are dead. The stove is one of my babies is stuck. The stove is cooked over and everything.
All right, Elena, can we get PD started to this location? I'm operator 839.
Yes, we have PD and fire already en route to that location.
All right, thank you so much.
Please hurry up, please.
All right, ma'am. I'm en route, okay? We're en route.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
When police arrived at the apartment, they said Williams' cousin was nowhere to be found. Investigators quickly began to suspect that the mother wasn't telling the truth. Her two sons, 1-year-old Jakarta Penn and 2-year-old Kayante Penn, were dead, and officers believed the mother had put them in the oven and turned it on. A third child, a 3-year-old boy, was present, but thankfully he was unharmed. Williams' eldest child, a 6-year-old girl, was safe with family and not home that night. The children's father, Jamil Penn, also called 911.
Hey, I just received a call from my child's mother that two of my youngest two babies, my sons, are in an apartment.
Okay, there's a lot of background noise. There what in an apartment, sir?
I just received a call that two of my kids are inside of an apartment.
Okay, did she call 911? What's the address?
No, she didn't call 911. She called me and she video called me and showed me this, and I seen it.
What's the address?
And I really think they are really.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Jamil Penn.
Okay.
I want to know if they actually. Please give me a call. Please give me a call back as soon as possible.
Okay, we'll get a unit out there to check it out, okay?
I'm sorry?
We'll get an officer out there to check it out, okay?
All right.
All right.
Lamora Williams was arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder. According to the warrant, the crimes happened between midnight October 12th and 11 p.m. October 13th, a span of nearly 2 days. Williams waived her first court appearance and was denied bond. Her mother, Brenda Williams, said her daughter has a long history of mental illness. She believes Lamora snapped after breaking up with the children's father. Jamil spoke to a local radio station, thanking the community for their support and saying he was coming to terms with the tragedy.
It's just crazy, man. It's just so crazy. I never thought she'd do something like this. And I just take it one day at a time. I gotta be strong for Junior. He's all I got left.
In June 2022, a Leesburg homeowner opened fire on 2 men allegedly breaking into his house. He then called 911 to report it.
911, you need police, fire, ambulance?
I need an emergency, I need an ambulance here, and I need a police officer immediately. Somebody just broke into my house. He got shot. Please hurry.
Okay, the person that was shot...
They fell out the back of the house through the sliding glass door. He's on my back porch.
He fell out the window, you said?
He fell through the back of the sliding glass door, yes. Please hurry.
Okay. Is he white, black, or Hispanic?
There's somebody else here, too, ma'am. I don't know which way he went. I don't know. I'm out front of the house right now with my dog.
So 2 people broke into your house?
2 people are inside of the house. Yes, ma'am.
And you're outside?
I'm out front of the house now. The gentleman is laying on my back porch bleeding. He has been shot.
Okay.
I'm out front with the pistol in my hand. I'm going to set it on the ground. Is that okay?
Okay, yes. You just stay safe,
Can
okay?
I set it on the ground?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
It's on the ground. It's still going to be loaded, but it's on the ground. Please hurry.
Do you know these people?
No, I got broken into yesterday. I came and made a report. I had a tree fall into my house. I came and made a report. The house was broken into yesterday, and I guess they tried
One
to come
second.
back.
Can I get the person? Did you see the 2 people that are in the house?
Did I see him?
Yeah.
Yes, one's still laying on the back porch. I'm not sure if the man's dead or not.
Okay.
No.
All right. For the person that is in the house, is he white, black, or Hispanic, and what's he wearing?
White. He's white.
What's he wearing?
I'm out front now. I don't know. He's back there screaming, rolling. I don't know.
Okay, that's the one that was shot, right?
Now.
Yeah, we've got officers
now.
coming.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Okay.
Detectives responded around 7:30 a.m. The department said the men likely believed the home was abandoned after a tree fell on it a few days ago. Police said 2 men were entering the residence when the homeowner fired, injuring one of them. The man was flown to the hospital where he underwent surgery. The homeowner was uninjured. Police were still searching for the second suspect, who is described as being white with a slim build. He's about 5 feet 8 to 9 inches tall and was last seen wearing a black hoodie and tan shorts. According to neighbors, the house has been targeted before.
I guess with the tree falling on the house and making it look like nobody would be in there, probably was an invitation for the 2 that thought they could break in there. Looks like they came back to get more stuff from the house, and the owner happened to be home.
When 911 dispatcher Keith Thornton Jr. started his 3rd watch shift, he was unaware that it would be the most challenging night of his career. Hours later, horror and chaos erupted.
Kenwood! 63 and Bell! 6-3 and Bell, 6-3 and Bell. Give me some units, 6-3 and Bell. Keep the air clear. Who is this and what you got? All right, Blue Cubs jersey, Mel Black. He's running 6-3 and Bell, 76-37 after you got the air. Mel Black's the Blue Cubs jersey. What's he wanted for? 6-3 and Bell. Please. 6-3. Mel Black, Blue, what you got? Blue. Officer down. I got an officer down. 10-1, 10-1, 6-3 and Bell. Officer down, shots fired at the police. Officer down, Mel Black, a Blue Cubs jersey. He's shot at the police. 6-3 and Bell. Give me some units. 7-1-3. Stay off my air. Stay off my air. Everybody stay off the air. I got an officer down. 6-3 and Bell. Start rolling. I got an officer down. 6-3 and Bell. Officer shot. Officer down. 6-3 and Bell. Give me some units. I want a perimeter set up at the location looking for a Mel Black in a Blue Cubs shirt. A Blue Cubs shirt with a Mel Black. Perimeter set up 2 blocks east north. Mel Black. Okay, I got a all black. Where is this? Give me 2 ambulances in it. 2 officers down. 7637 Adam. 10-4, we got him coming. 6-1 boy. Get those officers right there. Corner 6-3 and Bell. I want a perimeter set up 3 blocks north, south, east, west of that location. I got a Mel Black in a blue shirt. Mel Black in a blue shirt. Cubs jersey. Officers down. Somebody gets over there. We got paramedics coming. 2 ambulances. Ambulance. 10-4, we got them coming, baby. We got them coming. Stay off the air. I want people looking, guys. Last team southbound for the location. Got a Mel Black in a blue jersey. 61, you're on the scene. I want a helicopter. Got 6329 Bell. 10-4. 10-4, we got TH1. We rolling, guys. I think I might have hit the one. Female with the emergency. Go in it. Slow it down. We got 2 in custody. Okay. 2 officers shot. Fall out. Do not. Stop the car there, guys. Stop the car at the tip. Guys, listen. going to UFC Hospital. UFC Hospital set me up a perimeter to UFC Hospital, guys. Give me a route. Going 63, you're going east from 63rd. Take it all the way east, one to 63rd, 10-4, 6-3. We're going to take it eastbound. Are we taking both officers, guys? Get us to 10-1-6-3 in Bell. We're transporting both officers to UFC Hospital. I want all of 63 going eastbound. Stop. All traffic eastbound 63 stops. I got 2 officers down. We're taking to the hospital. Give me a perimeter and stop all of those streets. Who's got a route for me? Talk to me. Look, all the way to 63 and West End. All the way down to 60 and Dandy. Everything needs to be blocked on both sides. Get us to the 10-1. I need a route set up. Eastbound 63, eastbound 63. Take it down to Western. Take it down to Western. All traffic eastbound 63 to Western. We're taking it to UFC for the 10-1 to officer stop. What is going to Holy Cross? We have an officer in our car. We're going to UFC with him. We're going down 63rd to state to 5555 over. Listen to me, officers. Officers going to Holy Cross. That's down a trauma center. We got to get them to a trauma center, guys. Take them to UFC. They're a trauma center. Go to UFC. Don't go to Holy Cross. Down a trauma center. Take them both to UFC for now. UFC. Go with the officer that's approaching 63rd to Halstead. Approaching 63 in Halstead now. 63 in Halstead. All units 63, Damon and Western Block. We're going to UFC. Sir, I got the other officer. Okay, we got you guys. Just call out the location of where you're at. UFC is notified. That's your partner, Rap. P.O. Rap. He's with us. P.O. Rap. What's the condition of the officer in your vehicle? He's talking right now, SWAT. Okay, 10-4. Whoever has my other officer, what's the condition, guys? 726. She's not responsive. She's unconscious. She's looking for from the base. I'm heading right now north on 63rd and Halstead. About 60 steps down to the east. All right, 10-4. We got him going, guys. First squad, not my first. Okay, listen to me. Take that damn vest off right now and start compression. Start breathing. Whatever we got to do, start it now. While you're driving, the officer in the back with her, take the vest off and start compression now. You got the air. 736, compression started almost 15 minutes ago. Okay, excellent. Keep it rolling, baby. Keep it rolling. We got it coming. They know you're coming in. And units that are at UFC Hospital, have those doors open for me. Have them open, guys. Have them ready. Go ahead, boy. 644, we got the male officer here. They got him in the CR right now. Side door to the emergency room is open. Bring him to the emergency room side. Right, bring him to the emergency room side, guys. Guys, male officers going to the ER. Bring him to the emergency room. And the other female officer, please get her in there, guys. Make it quick. Be safe getting there, but make it quick. R3, repeat that last transition. CPR clear. Offenders? We have 2 in custody. These are only guys that were shooting guys in custody. 6-foot boy, 6'3", 28. I put the other one in custody. The gun being guarded by my partner, so we can get the EC over here to recover. Are these both the guys who shot? Are these both our offenders? The fourth one.
2 officers had been shot during a traffic stop. One of them, Officer Ella French, did not survive. Thornton sprang into action from the confines of his dispatch center without hesitation. He stayed calm while orchestrating the response effort, guiding units to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where the wounded officers fought for their lives. Simultaneously, he coordinated with officers at the scene. Though he had never had the privilege of meeting Officer French, her spirit lingered in the air, driving Thornton to give his all. His efforts didn't go unnoticed. From the buzzing realm of social media to the solemn halls of a Chicago firehouse, praises for Thornton's heroism echoed far and wide. A seasoned veteran with a background in firefighting, emergency medical services, and law enforcement, the dispatcher's experience proved invaluable in managing the crisis with precision and poise. Despite the accolades, Thornton returned to his duties the following day, facing the relentless demands of his profession. Yet, amidst the turmoil, his resolve remained unwavering. Inspired by the events of that tragic night and fueled by a desire to honor Officer French's memory, Thornton has advocated for the reclassification of 911 professionals under the 911 Saves Act of 2021, which is working toward securing better support and mental health services for dispatchers. In his pursuit of justice, Thornton found an ally in Ella's brother. For more True 911 calls, watch this episode next.